Hello and welcome back to ManVFilm. It's time for two new Deaf Crocodile releases. Always exciting. Usually films that I know very little about, but I have built up a kind of trust with them, particularly with their animated adventures that they have. First up here we have Gwen and the Book of Sand, which is number 33 in the Deaf Crocodile range. A strange French surreal story that is visually captivating, but narratively head scratching. I suppose the best way to put it. Now I will be doing a full review of this one, but it's kind of about an older woman and a younger woman who live in the kind of desert, who struggle to survive there in some kind of weird world as they look for a lost friend of theirs, leaving their community behind and searching for them. And it's just over 60 minutes. It's really interesting visual animation. Reminded me a little bit of Le Planet Savage, but narratively not as strong as that. There are moments where this is, you're not going to get the answers you're after, pretty much. It's a feeling, it's a mood, it's an atmosphere, and it draws you in for that. And I thought it was really terrific, really vivid art style, and something that just kind of was hypnotically great. Now, next up, we have a two-pack of films. We have Signals and In the Dust of Stars. Now, it should be said that Signals is restored from a 6K restoration. It looks phenomenal. Now, I watched Signals, loved it, looked at the reviews, seen they were a bit up and down. I thought it was fantastic. You can see the influences of movies at the time, like 2001 has went into this one. A little bit of Star Trek eked into this one as well, but it's all about the characters for me. I like the characters, the idea of this rescue mission to find out what exactly is going on, these strange signals in space. A lot of time is spent with the crew, but when it's got the miniatures, when it's got the effects, they're wonderful, really great. I really like this one a lot. Now, In the Dust of Stars, and the Dust of the Stars is different. We have a spaceship who's landing on a planet because there's been a distress call of some sort. And when they land there, everything's just weird. The people there don't really want them there. They're acting a little bit suspicious, and everything's just weird. And it feels like they've literally walked into the swinging 60s in certain sequences. It's colourful, it's vibrant, it is so out there. The production design, the costuming, the sort of almost giallo-like lighting at certain points, fantastic. The story is bonkers, and it feels more like a kind of mystery driving it forward. Whereas Signals didn't have as much of a straightforward narrative as this has. This is definitely going, hitting the reveals and the next plot point and the mystery and the adventure and action. Feels more kind of typical, but again, great miniature work, great characters, ridiculous plot, great deal of fun with this one. I just had an absolute blast. And I thought, since we're here talking about two great new Deaf Crocodile releases, we'd maybe dive in and have a little look at the Deaf Crocodile website, because there's a lot here to be had. So let's have a look at some of the, well, we've got a bunch of pre-orders here that they've got, which I haven't really looked at as yet. So we've got Freckled Max and the Spooks, which, again, like most of the time, never heard of any of these. This is just one of those oddities that they usually kind of have. They throw out of nowhere here. Looks like a kind of fantasy movie of sorts. Yeah, this is the kind of lost but great. I mean, it's kind of great kind of bonker stuff that Deaf Crocodile release. These lost European films that just look absolutely terrific. Next up, we've got I Married a Strange Person. Is this? Yeah, Plimpton. We did the recent one, The Tune, which I absolutely loved that. This is another Bill Plimpton film. I'm in for that just because of the filmmaker. The art style was terrific. If you never got The Tune from Deaf Crocodile, it was an incredible film. So these are the next couple of pre-orders that are coming soon. As I said, Gwen, which I just kind of talked about. Cathedral of New Emotions is one that I haven't picked up as yet. May still get to it because I've heard this has been, yeah, we have it. René Laloux's Fantastic Planet, La Planète Sauvage. The fact that it's in the same breath as that film makes me really interested because I love the Fantastic Planet film. It's just weird and wonderful. Let's just have a look through some of the other Deaf Crocodile films. I've covered kind of most of these. Felidae is an outstanding release. It's one of my favourite films of last year and an absolute must own in anybody's collection. It is a terrific film. Now, I think we've seen most of these ones I've covered on my channel, and you can go back and check the reviews for them. But I just thought we'd jump in and have a look at some of the Deaf Crocodile stuff that they do. Bubble Bath was tremendous. The tune, which I talked about, I absolutely adored that film. It's so jaunty and fun and crazy and twisty. Just a terrific movie. Rivaling Felidae is one of my favourite Deaf Crocodile films. The Pied Piper. Giriberta, stop motion tale is twisted and weird and so creative and has all this emotion with very limited dialogue, and it was just jaw-dropping. This was one of the ones that I was watching. One of my kids came in, sat down, watched it, and just absolutely loved it as well. I would highly recommend picking that up if you get the chance. More animated stuff, The Son of the Stars, Delta Space Mission, terrific. Yeah, like if you haven't delved into Deaf Crocodile yet, I think you should. And if you have, I'd love to know what your favourite title is from there. Now, if you're in the UK, best place to get them is from Diabolique DVD. They've got their own Deaf Crocodile page that you can go in and check out. There is an international subscription where you can go on for the next kind of 3 months and get their next 3 months releases at a discounted price. We've already got the limited edition pre-orders up for Freckled Max and the Spooks, and I Married a Strange Person, both of which look great. We have a reissue of Zero Grad, which was a weird oddity as well. The Mysterious Castle in the Carpathians. You know I loved that one. I've reviewed it and praised it. But yeah, I just thought we'd jump on, have a little look at some of the Deaf Crocodile releases. Not in depth, but just highlight that they're there and then you can go and check them out. I am looking forward to whatever they release next. Signals, In the Dust of Stars, Gwen and the Book of Sand were more interesting releases, and I've got the full reviews for them coming soon. So stay tuned where I cover all the extras on the discs as well. But like I said, I want to know your favourite Deaf Crocodile releases. Have you dipped your toe into their range so far? Are you going to? Let me know in the comment box below your thoughts, and I will see you next time. ManVFilm.